Okay, there you go.
Hi everyone, Sarah here from the Paper Cut. First I have to find me.
Make sure our volume's off. Mine's off.
Yeah, make sure. Okay, hang on. There it is. Okay. First I have to find my volume was on.
Yes.
All right, so we have the volume turned off. We are on Fun Time Thursday, which we are making for, more simple coloring type cards. So just a relaxing evening with you all. What do we have coming up? So next week, Thursday, next week, not this Saturday, next week, Saturday, which I think is the 23rd. Yes, it is. We're going to do a comment sold. But I have a lot of stuff. So we're also going to do comments sold on Thursday after our demo next week. So we'll keep the demo to like a half an hour, and then we'll do like probably a half an hour or so of comments sold. It'll probably just be mostly class kits. There might be some more stuff. I'm not sure. We'll see. Well, it always depends on what I get entered. So we'll do a comment sold on Thursday after our demo, and then again on Saturday. We'll combine all those orders, of course. So anyways, okay, so some people are getting on. Yay, that's good. And so yesterday was my mom's birthday, her 80th birthday. We went and got our nails done today, so we're going to show you those, but she has her exciting dance showcase coming up this weekend. So, as we promised, she is going to show you one of the outfits she's wearing. So I'm going to get her to come back here. If you all can wish her a happy birthday, that would be great. We had a family dinner. We had a cupcake party, had dog party with the puppies and at the Paper Cut the other day. Then today we went, and then yesterday she worked on her birthday, but had fun at Costco because she surely enjoys that. And then today we went and got her nails done. So anyways, I'm going to put her behind the camera for a little bit so she can show you what she's wearing.
Oh, yay.
Oh, over here, Mom. Oh, this camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you are.
Okay, wonderful, great. Happy March 14th, everybody. I am amazed that I am here and so happy that I'm here. This party started last Saturday. I think Sarah already told you that. And it continues through the weekend, and we are having so much fun. So this is one of the tops that I'm going to be wearing this weekend, and I have some.
Here, we have to see if we can point down. I'm hesitant to move the camera.
Yeah.
There.
Okay, so that's one of the tops I'm wearing, and
we can see your other one behind you.
yes. Oh, yes. This is this one, right? Yay! This is fun. $20 I got this for. $20. I love it. And look. Oh, my nails. My nails.
You gotta hold them up, or we'll do overhead camera. But
Okay.
she got balloons.
Okay.
For her birthday. Hang on, we're gonna go to overhead.
Okay.
I don't know how to work this. No, here we go. Overhead, yes. So she got nails.
All right.
They're sparkly. So
Can you see? Oh, yeah, you can see them now.
yeah.
So I'm having fun with the nails, and this year my nails won't fall off because this is one of those birthday presents that Sarah gave me. I am so happy, and Sarah's happy too that she's not going to have to glue my nails back on. So thank you so much for all your birthday wishes. Thank you so much for everything you do to support Sarah and support me throughout the years. So thanks again. I love you all.
So, alrighty.
All right.
Let's keep the party going.
Yeah.
with some cards. So, anyways, yeah, a lot of people are wishing you a happy birthday.
Okay, I'll get on there in a minute.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
It says post anonymously. I don't want to post anonymously. What's going on with this
I
thing?
don't know what that means.
Never saw that before.
So, anyways, while my mom's getting on, she'll talk to you all in a little bit. We are doing Fun Time Thursday with these flower in a vase cards. So it's this stamp set that I used, and it's from Rubbernecker. So all of your things are pre-stamped, and then I used this stamp set too. So, oh, that's upside down. But anyways, let's go in here because I haven't even. Let me pull out the cards too. Hang on. So these are the 4 cards that we're making, but let's go into the kit because there's an extra little packet in the kit. So we have our instructions. There's our card kits like we normally have, but there's an extra little packet. You don't have to open it up right now if you don't want to. I just want to, I can't even remember what we put in here, so funny. Oh, and I am doing Crafters Classroom this month, and no, I haven't posted yet. We're going to do fractured cards, and we're going to do like the diamond one and a square one, and then I saw something that inspired me that I think I can do a circle one. So anyways, in this extra little packet, we gave you an extra card. We gave you some different colors, because maybe you don't like pink or don't like purple. So it gave you some like other colors that you could use for layers, and we gave you an extra top because in one of these packets there's an extra flower. So you can actually make 5 cards and there's extra verses. So yes, in this extra packet is just an extra card, some extra different layers that you might, if you want to use those colors instead, and then an extra top. So that's what we had going on in that extra little packet. You don't really need it, but you have an extra flower, so you have a bonus card. Let's just put it that way. So let's go on. And this, yeah, these aren't rocket science. It's just a relaxing evening that we're going to make some cards together. So which one do we want to do first? Let's do my favorite one first. I do like this one. So let's go on to this pink one first. So yeah, this is kind of back to old school when it used to just be like a card, a layer, and another layer, and not all of the fruit. So as always, if you're missing something, let us know. If you're watching the replay, let us know by email. And in this time, like your pieces, Brian was helping kit more too. So, because Becky was off one of the days that we were kitting. So some of your pieces may be inside a card, so they're kitted a little bit different than what Becky sometimes does. And that's okay. All your pieces should be there. They just might be tucked inside, so make sure you look inside. So, okay, so we can start. I'm actually going to start with just the main layers of this card, and then we will get on to coloring. The one thing that I'm using in here in this class for like making this look like glassy is the glossy accents, or sometimes I use crystal lacquer. And I might go get my other bottle of crystal lacquer, because the one I have in here, the top is like all glued shut. So hang on a second. I'm going to go grab my big thing of crystal lacquer.
I'm still trying to get on Facebook tonight, so bear with me a little bit, folks. I'm just a little behind.
So we went out for dinner. Speaking of like me leaving the room and my mom telling stories, we went out for dinner, and my brother and his wife came up from Cedarburg, and then my other brother and his wife were there, and then my daughter, and then Jake and Kirsten, son and daughter-in-law. Anyways, talk about telling stories. All kinds of stories were being told about when we were teenagers and the trouble we used to get into. I mean, not bad trouble.
Oh, you didn't get into bad trouble.
No,
just goofy teenage stuff.
Yeah, just goofy teenage stuff. So anyways, I'm layering first this embossed one on the pink. Now, if you do like this die, I believe I have some of it, and it will be in the comment sold sale on Saturday or Thursday. I'm not sure which day, because I do have some Impression Obsession stamps, And I have some rubbernecker stamps and dies. So yeah, some of that's going to be in the comments sold this weekend. I'm just not sure whether it's going to be on Thursday or whether it's going to be on Saturday. I mean, I'm having comments sold both days, but I'm not sure which day I'll have which products. I was thinking to do all the class stuff on the Thursday night. So sometimes I will take and I will attach my ribbon down, or I'll just put tape along the sides and pull it nice and tight. And it is about an inch up. So, but yeah, sometimes, like, this is a pretty narrow ribbon, but sometimes when I have a little bit wider ribbon and I'm putting it just across the front, I will put a little bit of tape on the back of it just to hold it nice and straight. But this one I don't think is necessary. So, but now I'm going to put tape on the whole back, and we're going to attach that to the front. Yeah, in the very beginning of stamping, in the very beginning of us doing shows, which we're talking before the 2000s, that was the big deal, was like layered card kits, just a card and a couple layers. They sold like hotcakes because stamping was so new.
Is the comment sold tonight? No, it's not tonight.
It's next Thursday. Next Thursday. Tonight we go a little bit long because we're doing Fun Time Thursday. Oh, I got my nails done too. So, but they're more of like a flesh tone color with a little bit of sparklies in it. I think I like the little bit darker. So next time I'm going to go a little bit darker. So, anyways, I like getting my nails done. I just started doing it because Leah took me for Mother's Day, and yeah, I kind of like it. So anyways, this one I am going to put tape more on just the top edge and the bottom edge, so it kind of straddles the ribbon. So I do have some tape cut. Oh no, I have some, this is our tape from this past weekend, our shaker cards. This is my tape piece.
There we are.
So, as always, if you're having trouble, you can always go to YouTube. I don't think we've been having trouble too much, though.
I don't think so either.
No, I think for a while YouTube was having glitches. I probably shouldn't say that because now we probably will have trouble.
I can't believe I'm 80 either. And yesterday at work, everybody was saying, "No, you aren't 80." Well, I don't know what 80 is supposed to look like, but they assured me that it wasn't like this. So,
So next Thursday, Virginia was asking about comments sold. So you can either watch the comments sold from Facebook, so you can be like right where you are tonight if you're on Facebook, or you can be on the Comment Sold website, which is the papercut.commentsold.com. Now you can't go there now and see anything, but so I'm just putting this piece, my word, right on there. Now there are other words in other kits, so if you don't like this word, you could use one of the words in one of the other card kits, because I always give you guys like extra words.
Sarah, do you sell the flower and vase set?
I don't have the flower and vase set. That is from, well, they have a new website. It's Brass and Bliss. So it's the new Rubbernecker website is switching theirs to Brass and Bliss. And I'm not sure how, hang on, let me go on here and see if they have their website on here. It doesn't look like they have. It just, so I don't know if it's Brass and Bliss. Maybe you can look it up, Mom.
I'm okay. Tell me what to look up.
Here, this is their packaging.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if it's brass and then the word and bliss.
All right, let me
or
look
what
and
it is.
see
But
what
no,
I can
sorry, I
find.
don't have this one. This is like a newer set for them. So now when I'm coloring, sometimes I like to like test colors on the side. Because then you'll, like, I could test it on my scratch paper, but usually you'll get a different look because it's not the same type of paper. So for my water on all of these cards, I'm using BG 000. You could use BG 10 2 or BG01. Yeah, that one, BG10 has a little bit more green in it. The BG000, which doesn't have to be that exact one. See, the BG01 is a little bit darker. So maybe you do that at the bottom, and I'll do them different ways each time. But but when I did my water, I pulled from the bottom, so it ended up being a little bit darker at the bottom and gradiated towards the top. Because I didn't want my water like super dark blue. I just wanted it kind of light in the base. So yeah, the water I did BG000 for each one. For my greens, I use a lot of YG03. That green I use all the time. If I want to add another green, sometimes I'll use YG06 or even G14. So, but YG03 is my go-to for my green. And on here, I did put some greens, like there's not a place for you to color in, but I just kind of traced the stem. And when I do that, I'm not pushing down real hard. I'm doing a very light stroke on it, okay? Because if you push down, you're gonna get that heavier stroke, and you just want a very, light whipsy stroke for the stems. And if you don't trust yourself, you don't have to color the stems.
There, I put the link up there for Brass and Blitz, not particularly for that item, but just for their website in general.
Yep. And you can always practice off to the side. Okay, and it might depend on what color markers you have too. So, anyways, so yeah, I first started with my greens. And like I said, there's not a place for you to color in, so I just kind of traced the lines, and I did that with my stems too. And it's up to you. You don't have to. Whatever you want to do. But there are some leaves, and they are kind of delicate, so you do want to have like a light touch.
So Valerie Brown, the Comments Sold
is going to be next week,
right?
Thursday and Saturday. So we're going to do some stuff Thursday night and some stuff Saturday. Oh, I started to talk about it. You can be right here on Facebook, or you can be on the commentsold.com or the papercut.commentsold.com, and that will bring you to the items. Facebook is probably the easiest way, maybe. Well, you have to type in sold. So if you just want to do the click so it adds to basket, you can be on the website. But you cannot be on YouTube. That's the one place you cannot be. It doesn't stream to YouTube.
Okay. So the question was, do we need to be on Comments Sold website on Thursday night?
Yeah, you either need to be on Facebook or you need to be on the Comments Sold website.
Okay.
Just not on YouTube. That's the only place you can't be. So, and I'm just coloring, like this is just simple yellow.
Oh, Peggy, it's 12 inches of snow and still snowing in Colorado.
Oh, I know. I saw Carrie Bush posted earlier. I thought Carrie Bush said 24 inches.
Oh,
maybe it depends on where you're at.
Yeah.
But holy schmoly. We got lucky here in Wisconsin.
Oops, going to the Orlando Expo in April? No.
No, we are not traveling anymore. So, sorry. Rubbernecker, though, however, is carrying our stuff at the Orlando Expo. And they are using our papers in their classes. And they're doing a whole window card peekaboo class thing. So yes, we will not be doing traveling to shows.
What is the name of the stamp set again, Sarah? Let's see.
The stamp
Let
set
me see
is...
I can get it right here.
It might be a new one. Yeah, it should be on my instructions.
Rubbernecker products used.
Yeah.
Flower and vase set number 36019 from Rubbernecker.
Yeah. So um, if you, what am I trying to say? If you go to the brass, and I put Rubbernecker. I should have put Brass and Bliss because they are converting everything to Brass and Bliss.
Okay.
So my instructions do say Rubbernecker. That needs to be Brass and Bliss. Now, we're going to cut this out. So fussy cut it.
Sarah, the product numbers will still stay the same?
I think the product numbers are the same, yes.
Okay.
But I know that's a new set, so I don't... Yeah, see if you can find it.
I'm looking there. I don't see it on Brass and Bliss.
It might be like just coming out. I might have used it right before they released it.
Okay. So I'll go to, if I go to Rubbernecker though, I should.
Yeah, go to Rubbernecker and see if you can find
Yeah.
it there. If you know, that's another thing. I could get some. If you email me, I could get some. And if you're going to order through the Comment Sold site, which takes a little bit, I'll have time to get some in. So if you wanted to, you could email me and just say you're interested in one of these and say I'll be ordering through the Comment Sold, and then I can include it. I wasn't planning on it, but if they don't have them online, I'm sure I can get some. I have the in. This was a set they were going to use for classes, and then they didn't. I don't know if they just didn't work out for their designing, but I love it. I'm like, I love it. Because I asked them, I said, do you guys have dies for that set? And they're like, no, we were going to do it for a class and it didn't work out, so then they didn't end up getting the matching die. But I think I did talk them into getting the matching die, because I was like, I really like that set. It's kind of just...
I found the flower. No, I didn't find it under.
It's just kind of like got these... Like, this is my favorite one. That's why I gave you in one of the other kits, you get an extra one of this one, because it's my favorite. And yes, so you get a bonus card with this class. So now we are going to talk about the vase and doing the crystal lacquer. I did get a little bit of warping because you're putting a lot of the crystal lacquer or the diamond glaze on there. So you do get a little bit of warping. So I am going to, and I attached a piece of paper behind there. So I'm going to attach just a piece of paper, and I'm just going to rough cut it out to attach it behind there, just to make my cardstock a little firmer where I am putting the... Somebody said I don't need a die because I'm doing a good job fussy cutting. I do like fussy cutting, but I was more thinking about you all, like if we had it pre-cut like in the kits, because some people don't like fussy cutting. But yeah, I do like fussy cutting. So just kind of look at it from the back. If you're going to put crystal lacquer or diamond glaze on it, and just kind of cut the shape of that out, just the vase, to attach behind there, just to give it a little bit more thickness if you're going to put the crystal lacquer or the diamond glaze on there. And again, you can see me doing it. It's not perfect, and it's just to give a little bit of reinforcement back there. So I'm going to just attach this piece on there, because I had just a little bit of like wrinkling when I did, because you're using a whole, it's not like you're doing just one drop.
Well, unfortunately, Sarah, I can't find it on either website right now.
Since my mom can't find it, if you are interested in this stamp set, email me. So sarah@papercut.com. And I will start a list of who wants them, and I will send them like with your Comment Sold orders. So now, I do put this on there before I do the crystal lacquer. I like doing the crystal lacquer last, because then it just kind of I can set it off to the side to dry, because it does take a bit to dry. I always get nervous if I put my crystal lacquer on there first, turn it over to put tape on it or whatever, and then gunk up my crystal lacquer. So I am going to put it on there first. I'm also going to use way more foam tape than I normally do, so it does stay nice and down. So yeah, I'm going to use, instead of cutting little bits of foam tape, I'm going to cut like bigger hunks of foam tape.
Yeah. Ooh.
So yes, I will ask them if they have the dye, because when I was talking to him one day and I asked that, I could hear Patty in the background saying, "You should have gotten the dye." So and Rob's like, "Yep, I'm just being told I should have gotten the dye." So up at the top of the flowers, I don't need to put as much foam tape if I don't want to, because I'm not putting crystal lacquer on there. And it's crystal lacquer, diamond glaze, glossy effects. They're all pretty much the same. I have all, except I don't think I have any glossy effects right now. But I have my crystal lacquer and I have my diamond glaze. I don't know if Nuvo has a clear one like that. I'm not sure. So if anybody does know the answer to that, they could let the rest of us know. Yes, definitely send me an email if you're interested in the stamp set. And at the same time, I'm going to ask them if they have the dies. I mean, it's not going to hurt. I usually worry about not ordering enough, so I usually order a few extra anyways. So, okay, now I'm going to stick that on, and then I'm going to go to my...
Can you please show the stamp set again, Sarah?
Yep, I will show it.
All right.
I'm just attaching that on there. Let's see. It's right in front of me. So there's the stamp set. So Your Smile Brightens My Day, which is on one of the cards. Beautiful wishes for a beautiful day, and thank you for everything you do.
If you can find it on either one of those sites, let me know, because I haven't been able to find it.
Well, that's fine. They might be out of it, or like I said, I used it before it was actually released.
Okay.
So, but yes, I will see if I can get those. I put this a little bit off center, which normally I wouldn't care. Oh, I'm not going to care. I'm not going to care enough to move it. So, now, let me grab a piece of scratch paper. If you are new to putting on glossy effects or diamond glaze, see, this is diamond glaze, and I also have crystal lacquer. Oh yeah, the diamond glaze, I do have all three. So the diamond glaze is Judykins, the 3D crystal lacquer, and then there's the glossy effects as a Ranger. So, what do you know?
So Brass and Bliss was formerly Rubbernecker.
Yes, they just rebranded.
Yes.
But you can test like how fast it's going to come out on a piece of scratch paper, okay? Because I always start kind of in the middle because it will spread out a little bit. And my diamond glaze is newer, so I think it's a little bit looser. Where my glossy effects, that one's still pretty good too. But anyways, I always start in the middle, so then it will spread out a little bit, and you can take the tip of it and also spread it out. So I kind of start in the middle, and you see I'm kind of spreading it with the tip, and I'm getting close to my lines, but not right on my lines. So I'm trying to spread it out so it's a little bit thinner. And then you can take your tip and just kind of move it to the outside lines. So, and sometimes you'll end up with an air bubble in there. You can get a pin out. Or it could just be the effect of the glass. So, and then you're just going to want to let it. Okay, so I've got it almost all the way out to my lines, maybe not quite touching my lines, but you know, pretty close. And if you wanted to do the whole vase, you could. I just did mostly where the water was. The next time I'll use my diamond glaze. I won't use my crystal lacquer because it is old and I always have to poke a pin in it, so it's a little gloopy. So, and this is on there a little bit crooked, but again, I'm not going to bother picking it up because I'm going to hurt my card if I do. So I'm going to set this one off to the side. So set it somewhere where somebody's not going to set something on top of it, because that's going to stay wet probably for at least probably a half an hour, depending on how thick you put it on. So I'm going to set it right back here. Okay, and then let's go on to another one. Should we go on to our brush blending one?
Oh, that would be good. Penny Blaylock, yeah, go back to bed. She woke up with a scratchy throat and runny nose and a raging headache.
Oh.
She's gone back to bed, I think. Feel better soon, Penny.
Yep. Okay, so we'll go on to the one that has browns in it and creams. Let's pull that one out. So now let me talk to you about what's in this kit. So we have these two pieces. You have your words. So you can do sympathy. You can do always in my heart. You can do thinking of you. Now, these, because they're not printed right on the swatch, okay, you could do just a strip over the top of that. And if you don't like the little flowers, this was one of the little flowers or little poofy things in there. If you don't like those, you can turn that over, you know, and you could always like put a strip of your words on there instead. So it's up to you. Otherwise, you can take a strip of your words, you know, and if you like these little doojobbies, then you can, you know, just put your word strip on there. So, and you're always welcome to cut that out if you want to. I just didn't want to make you cut out everything. So the first thing we're going to do is go to brush blending. And I'm going to just use the one with the words, and then if you're doing that, you have 3 other words. So to save for a future project. Or you can use them, you know, on one of your other ones. These are a slight cream though. So that, yeah, they might not work on these unless you brush blend to get it a little bit creamier. So, brush blending. You can tell that I have it very dark on one edge and then it gets very light. I did this card a while ago, so I want to say that I used this ink pad, but I am going to test, and I think I'm going to test on my back. Well, not while I'm on my back, but I'm going to test.
Sarah, what about the mingle in April? Will you be there?
Oh, the Madison Mingle is a retreat. It's in Madison, Wisconsin. I will be there. I am participating. So, yes, I will be there. I won't have a whole booth there, but if you want to order anything, I can always bring an order for you. I'm looking for my blending brush that I used with browns. Let's see.
That looks kind of reddy brown, is it?
Yeah. Yep, that one probably had a little bit
try
of
the
red
one
on
to
it.
the
This
right
one?
here.
That one's too hard. I don't like that one.
Okay. Okay. All right.
All right, I know. What I need to do is clean my blending brushes. Okay, I'm going to use one of my handy dandy like ones that I use like in yellow, because yellow is fine. So I always like to put my thumb behind my brush head. I do press. Some people go really light. I do like press pretty hard, pick up a lot of ink, test it on here, and then I'm going to start on this edge and I'm just going to go in and see how it's going to get gradually lighter. So while you go in is after you start and it's darker along this edge, and have it get gradually lighter. And then we can fill this in and make it darker. But the lighter part you don't want to and I might have, like, I'm using, because I had this one in yellow, I'm going to just do it off on the side a little bit. To get it more brown. There we go.
There, that looks nice.
So I'm just going to very lightly go in with my tan. And it still has a little bit more yellow in it than I had, but that's okay.
Hey, you know what? Daylight savings time is here. It sure is nice to have lightness later in the evening.
Yes, it is.
I'm not missing it in the morning. I stayed in bed till 9:30 this morning. Resting up for the weekend.
Yeah, resting up for the weekend. You need to do that.
Yep.
So again, I'm just going to go in a little bit. I'm trying to get it more tan. Because again, I had too much yellow on that one. I must have had a blending brush here with just brown on it, but who knows where it went. And my hands are a little bit dirty, so I'm holding down with my palm, or my whatever that is. And I'm just going to go darker at the edge now. I'm just adding some dark. And you can see I'm only doing the edge. I'm not going in. And if I do want to go in, I can. I just want to make sure most of the ink is off of there.
Yeah, nobody else could find that set either on.
Yeah. So it's, I could have, I've been known to do that. Use a set before it's actually released. That could be it, or they're out of stock. Again, I will hook you up. Okay. So we just kind of did gradually.
Oh, I forgot to put numbers down here.
And then I am going to, and I could have used, maybe I was totally wrong. Maybe I did use this dark brown one. I don't think I did though. But it could have been the yellow that was on my blending brush, but that's okay. So now I'm just going to attach those to my card front. No two cards are going to look exactly the same. Well, they could if you make like a whole bunch of cards at one time and don't have any factors in there like alcohol inks or brush blending. So for my Madison Mingo project, I am doing
brushes on the floor with the missing die.
Oh, yep, they could be. Who said
die
that?
Cut.
Oh, yes, we still have not found the missing die.
How about that box of missing dies?
Yeah, we had a box of missing dies. We still haven't found that yet either.
No kidding.
But I did get replacements in.
Okay. Oh.
And I'm half tempted to turn over my workspace so I don't get brown on a bunch of stuff. Okay, so we can set this off to the side or up there. My words I don't need, those are extra. So now I am going to color this one. I used a little bit different greens here, and when I was putting my markers away from earlier today, I totally forgot that I had browns and tans and stuff in here. And you know what? Because I'm not going to use this, I'm going to chop a little hunk of it off and use it to test my markers.
What are you doing with your phone?
I'm holding it because it was covering up my markers.
Okay.
And yeah, that's what I was doing. There we go. Okay. So I do want to test my markers because I'm not sure what I used. So I'm going to just cut a hunk of this off. Ooh, but don't cut my mom's outfit.
No.
Okay, move it.
Here, I'll move it.
Okay. It's right by my trimmer.
That expensive outfit. I think I'm going to wear a sports bra under this.
Okay.
What do you think, Sarah?
Well, we can talk about that later. When we're not on camera, we can talk about your bras. Oh, okay.
I need sparkles.
She's too funny.
You have some glitter I can put on my sports bras.
Yeah. So, anyways, I've got for the vase right here, I did use YG63, and then I also have like G94 is a little bit darker. For my creams and browns, so those are my vase. Nope, it wasn't that one. So, oh geez. Okay.
I know.
For my darkest brown, I used E37. For my medium browns, I'm pretty sure I used E35. Yeah. And then I also used E50 or E30. I know, I should put the numbers on the instructions. Sorry. Okay. Cards and draws. Oh, geez.
God.
It's just laughs here on Thursday nights, isn't it? Okay. All right. So
Cards and bras. Lori. Oh, God.
So I'm using E30 on these little guys right here.
Hey, when you're 80, you can say just about anything and get away with it.
Yeah. You can say anything, Mom, and that's fine.
Okay.
We'll let you get away with any of it.
Okay.
So these little guys I did with E37. I did use, and I think I forgot to put this on the instructions. I did use a little glitter pen, like one of those little Stardust glitter gel pens, just to give a little bit of sparkle. E35, I'm doing these leaves with.
One of the best stories I heard this weekend, Sarah,
Yeah.
was about your rescue of the cat. And the cat that hated Michael.
Oh. I did rescue a cat when I was younger. It was up in the neighbor's garage
Yeah.
in the attic, and I heard it meowing, and I rescued it. I was young, and rescued it, brought it home, and its name was Sneaky, and it hated my brother. He would have to walk down the basement with a beanbag chair in front of his legs, or the cat would attack him. So the cat was not, I mean, the cat loved me, but did not love a lot of other people.
It's a Maine Coon. That Maine Coon
was so pretty.
And that Maine Coon won a blue ribbon at the...
Yeah, I took it to a little cat show at, I don't know where it was at.
I don't know
One of the
either.
little banquet halls, and it won first place.
Nobody got close to it, though.
I just went with the little cat carrier and took my cat. Not knowing what I was doing with all of these people that are like cat enthusiasts
breeders
and cat breeders.
Yeah, right.
And me with the little stray cat wins first place. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
That was funny, but
Okay.
Sarah's such a loving person.
So I'm using E11 for my stems.
When you're 80, you can talk about whatever you want, Sue. Thanks, Lori.
So E11 is what E11 is what I'm using for my stems, but really it could be any color. Although I think I'm going to do, wait and do it after. So I'm going to do my vase now. I'm probably going to cover up my stems, but then I'm going to take a medium brown and do my stems over again. So YG63, which it's running out, so I'm glad I'm only using it on one card. I can tell that it's running out because my tip looks like it's getting dry.
Ooh.
Yeah, I remember that cat show.
Do you know somebody else told me they had a Maine Coon that did the same thing, Sarah?
Oh, maybe Maine Coons just don't like guys.
Yeah, that was weird. But the rest of that story is that Sarah took that cat down to Milwaukee with her when she went to Marquette University, and she lived across the hall from her brother Mike. And one night the cat got stuck behind the refrigerator and got its
collar stuck behind the coils of the refrigerator. So Mike had to come over and pull the refrigerator out because the cat was making god-awful noises. So I went across the hall in the middle of the night.
Banged on the door.
Banged on the door and woke him up.
Mike!
So he could come and rescue my cat that hated him.
You know your brother loves you when he rescues the cat that doesn't like him.
Yeah. So, yep, good times.
God, fun stories.
I don't think I did as good a job coloring this time as I did the first time. Maybe it had to do with the gloss over the top of it that made it look better. So, and then I did take, like I said, my gel pen or my Stardust Jelly Roller. Hang on, I gotta find it.
Did the cat change your mind, Sarah?
Did the cat change my mind?
No, did the cat change her mind about Mike?
I don't think so.
No.
No, because the cat hated Ron too. So.
Oh, the cat hated Ron. Oh my God.
Yeah. So, yeah, the cat just did not like.
But the cat didn't like. The cat liked Dave. Apparently, Dave didn't say anything about that.
Yeah.
Maybe Dave doesn't remember.
Maybe the cat never attacked him going down the basement.
See, they had to go down the basement because the laundry was down the basement, and the kids were responsible for taking their own clothes up from the laundry. And
well, and plus the pool table and the game room and all that good stuff was down there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, you don't have to use and I'm sure you can't even see the glitter on here, but I really like the glitter on there.
Beautiful cards. Thank you, Kathleen. Nope.
So, okay. So now we're going to attach this one down. If you're going to put the crystal effects or diamond glaze on it, tape the whole thing down. Don't just tape around the outsides because you can see that I missed an edge taping it and I'm getting a little bit of wrinkling there. So if you need everything to be perfect and not have that, maybe you stay away from doing the crystal lacquer. Or you just make sure it's very well taped down. So where you may normally just tape, I just ran out of tape in this one. If you're just a minimal taper where you're going to put the crystal, the crystal effects or crystal lacquer or whatever, put tape behind that whole thing just to keep it held down in case there is any wrinkling. And again, I'm going to do that last. And we are going to just put that on there with foam tape if you care to.
Oh, Bobby Kendall roller skated in their basement.
That's actually a really good idea for if you still have cement on your basement floor.
Yeah, we didn't. We had cement, but it was covered with
rug
carpet.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
If you have an unfinished basement, that's a great idea.
When I was learning to rollerblade in my 50s.
You're crazy.
I know. Not the first time I've been told that. Anyway.
Because you could fall down and break stuff.
Oh, yeah, that was always an issue. That's what made me stop. Because I did fall a couple of times and I never broke anything. Anyway, I rollerbladed at our print shop.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I practiced, because that was big, long runs.
Yeah,
Cement
and you could
floor.
practice here too. I mean, if you wanted to take up rollerblading again, Mom, you
Oh!
could practice out here in the shop.
I couldn't I?
Just make sure there's somebody here with a phone. Oh, no, there is a phone, but
Yeah. I could do that.
no, don't do that. I was just kidding.
Oh, darn. Sounded like a good idea.
Yeah, I did put probably extra foam tape on here, like up here where the vase is. Actually, I might put one more piece on there.
I suppose I have to get a Granny Annie bike, too, if I want to continue to ride a bike.
Well, yes,
huh?
if you're going to ride bikes, then you do need a... and maybe with a motorized one, too.
Oh, okay. Oh, then I could do the... No, you aren't going to let me do that anyway.
You have to stay here and hold down the fort. I think Leah needs a dog sitter that week. She's got a wedding to go to, and she just realized that. When I told her, she said, "Oh, now what am I going to do with my dog?" Well,
Take it to John's house.
no, John is going too.
I know, but maybe his parents could watch both dogs.
I think they're going to the wedding too.
Oh, no. Okay. Well, I guess I get to watch both dogs.
I don't know. Charlie might.
It could be fun. We could have a doggy party at my condo.
Actually, I don't like the tip of the diamond glaze for doing this, so I'm going to commingle my clear product and use my glossy accents. What?
Costco might pay extra to demo on rollerblades.
Yeah.
On roller skates. Oh, God. Yeah, I'd probably fire my ass right. Whoops. Probably fire me right out of there.
So the diamond glaze, you can tell, is a little bit milkier looking, but it does dry clear. And again, don't go all the way out to the edge, and you can kind of take it from the center to push it out from the edge instead of trying to squeeze it out by the edge. Because you have plenty there.
Oh, gosh.
If you have a sharp pin, and which I probably don't, but I might.
Right.
But if you have like air pockets in there, like if you have a sharp pin, you can poke those air holes out of there. My pins are full of glue. But you know what? That's what glass looks like anyways. Sometimes you have little air bubbles in glass. So
Well,
I think
yes,
that's fine.
those are called seed glass.
Yeah. So there. This one does look it looks a little white. I used the diamond glaze, but it will dry clear. So I'm going to set that aside. So yay, we're done with 2 already.
Costco
Let's
really treats me well.
pull this one out. And I did forget. I'm going to go get a stamp because I want to just show you something. So pull this one out with, and you can start coloring this if you want. Here's where there's other verses.
Nice. Oh, she's gone from the room again. Let's see if I can. She's not going too far, though, so I can't say much. But you know what? She always brought home dogs and cats. And the sweetest story I have about Sarah, one of the sweetest stories, is that one time she called me at work and she said, "Mom, you have to come home. The ducks want to fly." Well, she had rescued some baby ducks.
Do you see a theme here? Rescued the cat, rescued some
Yeah,
dogs.
there is a theme here, isn't there? So she rescued some ducks one time, some baby ducks, and she put them in the rabbit hutch, and she fished every day and brought home little minnows from the river.
I did.
And then pretty soon they were getting bigger and bigger and
I'm
bigger.
cutting a word.
And she said, "Mom, you have to come home. We have to let the ducks fly." So I came home, and we did take them out to the nature center and release them. Sarah's so good about that. Oh my gosh, that's the nicest story I have about Sarah. Remember that, Sarah?
I do remember that. Yes. Okay. So I cut a word. You can use the your smile brightens my day. You could use enjoy your special day. Actually, I might switch it and use enjoy your special day, because you could use it for birthday. You could use it for graduation. You could use it for whatever you wanted. You could use it for a bridal shower if you wanted to.
And if you were Jake, you could use it for a Merry Christmas card.
No, that would be Josh.
Or Josh, I mean, yeah.
Yes, if you were Josh, you could use enjoy your special day for a Christmas card. So I think I'm going to use that one. So you have your word, you can cut it, and you have a piece of amethyst. So this is where, like, if you didn't want purple, like say you're like, I don't have purple markers, you could take one of your other ones and then color different colors of flowers. So although you'd have to have another piece of paper or something kind of coordinating for this one. So we're going to cut a piece of purple that goes this length, which let's see what it is, because I don't know off the top of my head. 3 7/8. So we're going to cut a strip of purple to back whatever words you chose, and you want it 3 7/8 inch long by however wide to back whichever words you chose. So 3 7/8, and I am going to take that over to my paper trimmer.
So, Laura Plummer, you know that we used to have back in the 50s and 60s, we had root beer shops, stores, restaurants that served outside. Remember those days? And people came on roller skates to take your order and to deliver your food, put it on the window tray. Well, we still have one of those A&W root beer stands in the Fox Valley, not here in Appleton, but close.
Where?
I think somebody said in Neenah or Oshkosh or someplace the other day. We were talking about it on a website.
Oh.
Still running around on roller skates.
So, and it's up to you whether you want the white to go all the way to the end, or whether you want it in a little bit.
However, Laura, they probably wouldn't let me have group insurance coverage if I were on roller skates.
Laura, I think she just got back from another mission trip.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Oh, Boise has one too, but they do it inside.
So, let's talk for a minute about this guy. This is either the largest scallop circle from die 004, or sometimes we have, and they might be on the website, I think they are on the website, as a scallop mini oval layer, so pre-cut. And then Endless Creations has stamps
Guatemala
that kind of match. And how I did stamp each one of these. I can't remember if we just pulled them or if we used the die, but they're the same. So this stamp happens to be cut so you can line up the little points with the scallops. So I will be having some of these stamps in the comments sold with the little dots and the straight line. Endless Creations has them on their website with the dots and 2 lines. So they might be out of this one, but they do have the dots with the 2 straight lines. I also have a bunch of them with just the dots. Now these aren't cut in as far, so they're a little bit harder to picture, where your dots are, but it's still, you can still do it. And sometimes when I do it after the first time and I get it lined up where I need to go, I'll put like a little dot on the top and the bottom, so then I can line them up with my scallops on the top and the bottom. So, but I will have some of these in Comment Sold. Now they are older cling stamps, so I did have to get them a little bit wet, clean off the back, because they're not clinging as good as cling stamps should. But I will have some of these in the Comment Sold.
Sarah, who has these again?
Endless Creations. So it's shopec.com.
Okay.
And I did find the one like this on their website with the dots, but 2 lines instead of just the single line. So anyways, that's how I got the line and the dot on there. So it's an older stamp. And I was surprised that they still had the one with the dot and the 2 lines. I don't happen to have that one, or I would have used the exact one that matches their website. But I only had the one with the dot and the single line. So, anyways. So we can go ahead. I'm going to put this together, and then we'll go ahead and color. So let's go ahead and just attach these 2 layers together and attach them to the card front. Oops. Oh yeah, Laura went to Guatemala.
Yes. You were talking and I just said it quietly, but
I have a little bit of brown on that, on my front layer, and do I want to let it bother me or not? I say no, don't let it bother me. Ooh, but that's gonna bother me. Okay, I'm gonna get over it. Can always put a little gem there or something. I'm gonna attach that to my card front. So I am going to I probably won't post all of my mom's dances, or if I do, it might have to be over a few days because she's dancing a lot more dances than she did last year. My tape gun just screwed up.
oh no,
Yeah.
wasn't an operator error, huh?
No.
No,
it just
never.
Decided to screw up. I don't know why.
Wow.
That doesn't happen very often.
No, it doesn't.
But it did. And what do? We just fix it.
I am pretty confident about 3 of my dances. My waltz from last year, of course, and a rumba, and an East Coast swing. But the West Coast swing, which should be easy, and the bolero, which should be easy because it's such a slow dance and there's not very many different moves. Those 2 dances have me befuddled right now. And I only have 24 hours to fix that. So it's going to be whatever it's going to be.
Yes. And you know what? You know what I told her today? That the rest of us looking on, we'll just think it's great. So
Thank you.
So you just need to not worry about it.
Yeah, I know. I danced my waltz on Tuesday night, and I'll tell you, it felt so good. We hadn't touched it for almost a year. And
you haven't practiced it?
we haven't practiced it until last week. We started practicing again.
Oh.
Of course, we were working on technique all year,
Right.
but never as it related to that dance.
Right.
So it's a little different, you have to start applying all of those things you have learned, and yeah, it went very well. I was really happy with it. And the rumba is new. This particular song is let me just, everything by Michael Bolton. And it's very nice. It's a nice song.
I did pop both of these layers up with foam tape. Totally up to you. If you want to pop them, pop them. If you don't want to pop them, don't pop them.
Where do I take dance lessons? This is a studio that used to be an Arthur Murray studio, but hasn't been for the last almost 30 years. It's been an independent studio, and it's here in Appleton. And the young owners that own this studio are in their mid-40s now. But I remember when Chuck, the husband, Chuck came to dance for the first time, and he had never had any dance lessons, and he came in like a brick. And I thought, oh, what's this going to be like? Well, he is a fantastic dancer, and he really put in a lot of hours to make that happen. I'm so honored to be able to dance with them.
So now you're just going to color. So again, I'm using my blue, my lightest blue, my BG000. And I'm kind of just doing in strokes upward. So it's darker at the bottom, lighter at the top. And then again, I'm using my YG03 for my leaves. And I might add some YG06 too. And again, very just like light strokes for your stems if you want to color your stems.
Sarah,
Yes.
Tracy Zance wants to know how long you have been designing and making cards.
We started in 1996. So I've been making cards that long. I've been more, every year I would design cards. I've been designing way more cards in the last 4 years, because previous to this, I would design one class and teach the same class all year, and then I would do 10 cards for a warehouse sale, 10 to 18. So yes, since 1996, started out with very, 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 very simple cards, like super simple, like not one layer.
Yes.
And I think the very first card that I learned how to make was from Annette Hetrick, which was our dots demonstrator. And we took a piece of paper and we cut it like a hill, like we've done. So we cut a hill and then set it down and then stamped winter trees on it. So you'd stamp one on, one off, one on, one off. So, and then you put a line of glitter right there. So that was my very first card, which I don't have anymore, but that's, it was very simplistic stamping back in the day.
Carol, that is the studio where I take lessons. It's called Valley Social Dance Studio on West Wisconsin Avenue. They moved there in 1990, late 1996 or early 1997. Boogie and I started taking lessons in July of 1997. And boy, I wonder if we ran into you over the years.
So how many of you know dots? Because I just saw Cindy Nelson's that, that she learned how from one of their demonstrators also.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the first in our area. And Annette Hetrick, who was the first dots demonstrator and then owned the first store, we're still friends. So
and she's a successful real estate agent.
She's a
yes.
very successful real estate agent. So yeah, who would have known when I went to that dots party so many years ago that I would still be doing this?
Yes.
Now. So purples. Purples are hard. I think Copics are hard for purples, or I just don't have the right colors. But I like to do my darks, just a little bit of line of darks, and then I can use my light over the top of it to kind of blend that and pull that in. And again, I have not been Copic trained. I just kind of train myself. So I'm sure I don't know everything about color blending and Copics and.
Do you know what? It's kind of like dancing.
All that.
Nobody else out there knows.
Yeah. Nobody else out there knows, except for all of you that are watching me. So, anyways, we're gonna attach this on there. Now, again, if you have a little swatch, like a hunk of paper that you want to put behind here, just to firm up that, you can. And I'm sure I have a little swatch somewhere. I do. I mean, geez, I have to have some paper here, right? I was out in the shop the other day, and Becky and Brian, were working, and I needed to write something down. I'm like, do we got a piece of paper out here? And they both are like, yeah. I'm pretty sure we can find you one.
So Crystal Hubstall said her first stamping and card making was in Longview, Texas, with a Dots lady. That was mid 1990s.
Yeah.
Now that must have been when
started
you were. Yeah.
Right before, because we started business in 1996.
Yeah.
So I went to that Dots party probably, within the year of there.
Yeah.
So.
But you started this company in 1996, but.
Yeah, so I
from home?
From our house.
Yes,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a little history. Sarah started from her garage, and then her sun porch, or maybe vice versa, and then finally her dining room, and then moved the business, and then moved the business again, and then finally moved the business here. And when did you come here, Sarah?
2000 or 2002.
Wow.
We've been in this building.
Hmm.
So even if it was 2002, we've been in this building for 20 years.
Here's something. Cindy Nelson says DOTS stood for Dozens of Terrific Stamps.
Yep.
And it's the company that eventually gave birth to Close to My Heart.
Yeah, and now Close to My Heart is closing.
Yeah.
So I am putting a little bit extra foam tape on here, especially behind the vase where I'm going to add some crystal lacquer. And I did put a little extra piece of cardstock back there. So yes, dozens of terrific stamps. I still probably have some of those stamps, although they're so old that sometimes the rubber starts to get a little bit hard.
Cheers to your longevity. Yes, yes, yes. And then that is tough for a mom and pop shop.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's tough. I'll tell you. We thought it was hard during COVID.
This is harder.
This is harder. Like right now, it's harder than COVID. Ugh. So we surely appreciate all of you. Because, without you, we probably wouldn't have made it the last few years. So, anyways, but moving, it's hard. It's hard. So, again, I'm going to put my glossy accents. This time, I did try to keep it above and below that handle. So you can go right over the top of that handle if you want, but I tried to keep it above and below that handle, which I don't know why. I'm just going to go right over the top. I think it's fine.
Cindy says she has one or two of their ink pads, probably more stamps, but she doesn't know where they are.
Yeah, I don't know that I have their ink pads, and I don't know where they went. But one of my first ones was that angel. They had a cutesy angel.
Ah.
And I would make cards, and I would go to craft shows. My sister-in-law would paint sweatshirts, and so I would sell my cards and she would sell her sweatshirts. And then we did angels, and then we made bunnies, and we made all kinds of stuff and did the whole craft show circuit. Anyways, card number 3
in the books.
So we're just plugging along here. We have one more to go.
Dare I say it?
Dare you say what? I said to my mom before we started, I think tonight's going to go a little bit faster. And I say that every time. And then we always end up finishing at the same time. So we're on track to finish.
Yeah.
Close to when I thought we would.
Laura.
So here's your extra flower that you can put with your extra card, and you could use one of your extra layers, and you could double layer it if you wanted to. So yeah, you can have a bonus card, and I gave you, yellow because yellow is a happy color, and red because if you like red, like poppy flowers and stuff like that. So anyways, yeah, those are that's your bonus card. So this one, and you have extra sayings, from your one kit. So you could use one of your extra sayings for your bonus card. So this one I did stamp this stamp, which is this border, and then one of the words. If you don't like that, you can always stamp the back and just do your own thing. Like if you don't want to use "to a wonderful friend," or like this "thanks for everything," I think that fits over the top of it too. So anyways, so this one we're just going to attach to the card. We can attach that right away. Sometimes I open my card. You'll notice that I open my card when I'm putting my layers down just because I don't want to fight the fold of the card. And then we have, now you're probably saying, why do we have this in there? Well, because when I don't know, when I did this kit, I was like, I want to give them an oval that fits behind there, to just attach, to double that up for your crystal lacquer that you're going to attach. So I couldn't find an oval that was smaller than this out in the warehouse, but there's the scallop oval. So you either have a bonus scallop oval that you can put with your bonus pieces, and then you can just take another little piece of cardstock and attach it back there, or you can trim the scallops off of there and then attach it back there. I'm going to save it as a little bonus piece because I've got lots of cardstock just sitting here, and I'm just going to take a hunk of cardstock and again attach it behind my vase.
So Sarah, question.
Sure.
Love that border. Do you sell it?
The border is from Brass and Bliss also.
Okay.
And it is number 36018. And I do really like this one. Here, I'll take it out of the package because it has that border and then it has a good assortment of words. So this is that stamp set. It's the border, and then it's got 6 words with it. So yeah, 36018. Freehand. What did I say? Freehand
frame set.
Frame set. Yeah, that's what it is. I actually was going to use one of these cards as my Mingle cards for my Madison Mingle that's coming up, and that's the retreat that I'm going to. But then I was like, I'm going to do a whole class around the whole stamp set. So then I used my Mingle card for
yes
for this.
So Laura Plummer said she heard today that the cost of living is up like 30%.
Yeah, and that's affected the craft industry a lot.
Yes.
A lot.
She said she's really glad you're making it work. Her sanity is from stamping.
Oh,
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Well, without all of you, with all of you that came upon us during COVID, um, and that like order every month, we would not be here. And for Stampin' Up! To go out, that's a big one. So, anyways, we're going to color this one right now, and we're going to kind of color it the same. I kind of hesitated because these two both had purple, but I don't know, I liked the purple, but you could use a different color up there if you wanted to, because really there's nothing that you're matching, so maybe I'm going to use a different color up there. I think I am. I think I'm going to be a rebel. Without a cause. What?
You think you're going to be a rebel? Oh, Sarah, it comes naturally. It's in your genes. It's in your genes. Yes, yes, there's nothing like a rebel woman. Nothing.
Okay.
We
So
need
do
more
that.
rebel women.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to make it pink. I like pink. And then I think I'll make some of the little dotty things. Maybe I'll make those purple. Or yellow. I like yellow. Yellow's a happy color.
Actually, Lori, the stamp company Rubbernecker is changing their name, as you might already
To
have
brass
heard.
and brass and bliss. And
Brass
I totally
and bliss.
missed putting that on the instruction sheets. That's my bad.
Yeah, she says, anyway, Lori says she has lots of borders like that from Rubbernecker. Yeah.
But yeah, and the next set of instructions that I do, that I using their stamps, I need to make a mental note
Oh, yeah.
to change that. I think I'm going to change that to orange. Why, you ask? I don't know.
Sarah, Kathy says, thank you for tonight. This has been so much fun. Takes me back to the 90s with Stampin' Up.
You're welcome. That, like, tonight was, I wasn't doing anything folded. I wasn't doing, anything really difficult. Tonight has just been a relaxing, kind of fun, chitty chatty
Yeah.
night. So yeah, I will get next month's cards done. Becky's saying finish them sooner than later so I can start them. But yeah, for my Crafter's Classroom, I am going to do some fractured cards. But not all with the diamond in the middle. We're going to do like a square, and like I said, I saw an idea of doing one with a circle, and I think I can make it work.
Yeah, Sarah, so why did they change the name? Just because they were changing ownership, or why did they rebrand?
From Dots, Rubbernecker?
Yes.
Their son is going to take over the business.
Mm-hmm.
And when you switch owners of a business, you have to set up all new accounts
Oh my gosh.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or maybe you don't have to, I don't know. But I think it was just easier to, I think they just wanted a fresh look and, new fresh look, rebrand, because they were transitioning anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So they did a little blurb about it, and I don't know what their little blurb said, where they, when they announced it. So they might be able to tell you more. At least that's my interpretation. So don't.
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah, just a new new fresh look. But yeah, eventually the son, Robbie, will take over from Dave and Patty. I thought you meant, at first I thought you were meaning dots to close to my heart.
Yeah, no.
So.
I can see the confusion.
But no, I think it has a lot to do with, Robbie taking over and
yes,
just converting and fresh look.
Taking his, yes, making it his.
Yeah. And they did have a reason why they chose Brass and Bliss. And I think that they had talked about that in a post. And I am not sure what that was. Like, I'm not sure where the name comes from. Which I should probably watch that, because I'm kind of curious now. Or I could just ask them, because I probably talk to them a few times a week.
Here's big news from Kittlecraft. Let's see what they had to say in there.
Kittlecraft.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kittycraft.
Oh, that's Kitty Kerr. Kitty does a lot of their card designs.
Okay. And she posted this on January 5th.
Okay, yeah, and that was probably right around when they announced it.
Everyone felt like it was time for something fresh and new. So after 30 years, say hello to Brass and Bliss. The name may be changing, but here's what is not. The same loving customer focus and creative family will be at the helm. The company will have the same unwavering commitment to excellence, and of course, it will offer the same amazing high qualities and fabulously fun products.
Yep. So yeah, I think it was new, fresh, and...
So there's a whole story here about where the name came from.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to post this link so you can see.
Okay. So now I'm just doing, again, my glossy effects, starting in the middle and then pushing it out towards the outer edges. Yeah, I'm not trying to squirt it on the whole thing. I kind of push it to those edges. And then squirt to add a little bit more if I need it. And then I did give you some clear teardrop or drops, or I don't know what they're called. And I'm not really good at the random, so I've been trying to use them a little bit more to get more comfortable with it. And that one I'm going to put aside to dry also. So it is, look at that, Mom. It's 7:30 exactly.
Oh my gosh. Perfect, Sarah.
So there we have our, I think I called it one thing in one spot and one thing in another. I think I called it flowers in a vase, and on your receipts it says whimsical flower cards. So
yes.
Anyways, oh, that's a good idea. Patricia Sturgis said the extra scallop oval could be flecked to complement your colors. And flecked, I think you're meaning like fleck with, like splattering with some complementary colors on there. That is a good idea. So anyways, but you guys have enough stuff to make another card, however you prefer, and we will see you next week. And remember, next week after our demo, we are going to do a comment sold, and then on Saturday the 23rd we're going to also do more comment sold. So Anyways.
Wendy Gilbertson says cute, Sarah.
Hi, Wendy. And yes, I need to get you some stuff. You're probably going to be texting me right after you're off. So, anyways, thanks, guys, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for always joining along.
Bye.
Bye.